I'm there on time. So I want to make sure I get this show done, complete for you guys, so you guys get all the great topics, all the information. Get a chance to shout out the questions to me that you guys want to. What's up, guys? John here. Titan Talk Tuesday in full effect. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that good stuff. We're all in here. So I appreciate all you guys joining me at this early time, 5:30. I know it was short notice for you guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back to the regular 6 p.m. hopefully next week and stay at the 6 p.m. as long as I don't get any more baseball games or practices, which I shouldn't after December, hopefully, until spring. So I hope you guys are all having a great start to your week. I know Halloween was yesterday, so if you had kids or you went out yesterday for Halloween, I hope you guys had a good time. Maybe some of you guys dressed up. Maybe you guys didn't. I don't know. Hopefully you guys did, though. I mean, it's always keeping you young if you do stuff like that, right? Plus, if you got kids like I do, my kid's 13, so he didn't go trick-or-treating this year. This is his first year he never went trick-or-treating. Every other year, especially when he was younger, right? I used to take him. I think he even went, like, when he was 1 year old. I've been taking him since then. And every year I would dress up along with him. So at that point, I'd walk him down the street. I'd be dressed up in a costume. And not many adults really do that anymore. I'm like fully dressed out, right? Usually, parents are walking around with their wine cups and stuff like that. And they're chilling with the kids. And the kids are having fun, going up to the doors, trick-or-treating and such. Either way, it's cool. But like I said, if you go to that extent, you show your kid more love, I think, to that certain part. And it keeps them close to you. It's like a bonding experience, too, as well. So it's good. Whole Knotlaw in the house. What's up, Jim Rat? What's going on? Fort Milton in the house. It doesn't matter what you think. What's going on? I hope all is well. Sparky Park, what's going on? I hope all is well with you guys. If you guys have any questions about what we do here at Titan Medical Center, or any questions about therapies, or maybe something you want to try, whatever it is, please shout it out to me. We do everything from hormone replacement therapy for males and females, medical weight loss, vitamin amino acid injectable therapies, rejuvenation detox, libido enhancers, peptides, right? Blood work, IVs, and a lot more. We service nationwide too as well, except for IVs. So wherever you guys are at, we can help you guys out. Blood testing, that's always a big one for a lot of people out there, seeing what's going on the inside to see, hey, listen, is everything okay? Should I fix something? Does something need to be optimized? This is the best way to do it through blood work, all right? So let's get into our first topic of the day. Big shout out to String Daddies in the house. What's up, Christian? All right, so let's talk about IGF-1 therapy. IGF-1 LR3 in particular is what we offer here at Titan Medical Center. And IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1. Insulin-like growth factor 1 is what IGF-1 stands for, right? And the LR3 means long extended release, right? So that's what the LR means. So with IGF-1 LR3, people ask me all the time, like, hey, like, what does this do? Like, where does this come from? What's this going to really help me out with? And some people out there might know what IGF-1 is, or they have some sort of background education on it, or been talked about it by somebody else, whatever. But let's talk about really what IGF-1 is. So IGF-1 is the byproduct, or what is made from growth hormone inside the liver. So what happens is your pituitary, you produce this growth hormone. The growth hormone goes down to the liver. From the liver, it converts into IGF-1, 2, and 3. Now you're saying, well, what about IGF-2 and IGF-3? So IGF-2 and 3 really don't do any benefit to you guys, right? You can cause some other issues and stuff like that. But IGF-1 is really what we want to look at. IGF-1 is what you get all the benefits from growth hormone. So when we talk about like skin elasticity, building lean body mass or tissue, right? Boosting the metabolism, hair, skin, nails, all these different things are coming from IGF-1. So, growth hormone to IGF-1. A lot of people ask me, hey, do you guys have growth hormone? Do you guys, do growth hormone for patients and stuff like that? So we don't do any growth hormone for patients. Growth hormone is really, really looked down upon by the FDA. So the FDA really doesn't like growth hormone at all, especially for sports, injuries, anti-aging. It's a no-go whatsoever, right? There's actually been some doctors that have got their license taken from them because they were prescribing this for these other causes, right? Off-label use is what they call it. Now, a lot of medications out there get off-label use, but in particular, growth hormone really has a stigmatism by it. and about it, and they just really look down on it. So it is what it is. It's not even a controlled substance. You know, testosterone's a controlled substance, controlled 3, right? Phentermine's controlled. Like, there's different things that are out there. There are controlled substances that aren't even highly regulated, like growth hormone, right? So it's kind of crappy. But here's the other thing. Growth hormone, real growth hormone, is really expensive. So, you know, you're talking about $2,000, you know, $1,500, maybe $3,000, depending on how much you're using per month. And that's really, really expensive. And the average person really doesn't want to come out of pocket that much money. I don't want to come out of pocket that much money. It is what it is. So IGF-1 R3 is the next best thing, or even better, maybe better, because IGF-1 is awesome because you go from the starting line to the finish line like that. So it's almost immediate, right? You don't have to wait for the process of the breakdown, the conversion, and all that good stuff. The other thing is that when you're taking IGF-1, you don't really have to worry about the dependence of taking growth hormone. So what do I mean by that? So growth hormone you have to take, right? And you take it over a certain period of time. Some people are like, it takes 30 to 60 to 90 days for it to start working. That's untrue. Off the first injection, it starts working. You might not start seeing results for 30, 60, 90 days, but that's what it is. And with IGF-1, you're going to get a lot of great results. But growth hormone, if you take it consistently and you take it for long extended periods of time, you know, the pituitary might rely on that. So, you know, not saying that everybody will shut down or some people are going to shut down, but it is a possibility. So I want to throw that out there for you guys so you guys can make the right decisions for yourself, because it only takes the one person to be shut down for it to affect them pretty much all their life or for a long extended period of time. Where IGF-1 R3 is not going to do that. So you're getting all the benefits with no negative side effects as far as that goes. Now, IGF-1 R3, this is one that does require blood work from Titan Medical Center. And there's not too many therapies that we offer that require blood work. But IGF-1 R3, we definitely require blood work. We want to see what's going on in a couple different areas, right? And we'll also get an IGF-1 score on it too. So it's good to have a baseline to see where you're at. But if you have health history like cancer, right? Or you have family health history like cancer on both sides and you're at very, very high risk, this might not be a therapy for you, because what it does is it creates more cells, good cells and bad cells, right? It makes them grow. So you don't want bad cells in there, you know, growing exponentially if you don't have to, right? Or you shouldn't anyway, so it doesn't matter. So this is one thing you really want to look at. But other than that, IGF-1 R3 is pretty much good for the masses out there, usually, right? You know, every case is a case-by-case scenario, but for the most part, IGF-1 R3 works for pretty much everybody out there. Now, it can be great for weight loss. It can be great for boosting metabolism, like I said, skin elasticity, hair, skin, nails, libido, all that good stuff. And it can also help grow lean muscle mass. Now, you know, spot injecting IGF-1 R3, this is another thing that people ask me, like, hey, listen, if I spot injected muscles and work those muscles out, this could help those muscles possibly grow bigger, right? Quicker. Because you're automatically going to grow tissue. Now, when you inject it in that muscle, it's not just going to make that muscle expand and grow. You got to put the time and the training in, and at that point, what happens is your body rebuilds. So that is what it is. So IGF-1 R3, if you guys are looking for something to hopefully speed up your metabolism, anti-aging, IGF-1 R3 is all over that, right? So if you guys are interested, please call or text us at 727-389-3220. You can also check out the website, titanmedicalcenter.com, but the staff will be able to help you out if you call or text. They'll be able to go over all IGF-1 things with you guys, pricing, all that good stuff, so you guys can get the breakdown, all right? If you guys have any other questions, shoot them out at me. What's going on? The crew, J. Ruse, it's Heaton89, K. Couture, what's going on? Edison Red, what's going on? How you doing? Alen, how you doing? Instahydrate, BMOC, what's going on? How you guys doing out there? GJ Lost, Erica Valles, how you guys doing out there? Hold on, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate all you guys tuning in, especially on these special times with me. I know it's kind of hard, and some people are still at work and the whole nine, but you know, I had to get in for you guys.
You got some questions on TikTok as well.
What do you got?
So your dad's watching. What therapy run well with TRT for muscle gain?
What therapy for muscle gain?
Yeah, would work well with TRT, with the TRT
okay.
regimen for muscle gain. Yeah.
Gotcha. Great question. So, you know, for that, you can use a couple different things that are really going to help. One, IGF-1 R3, which I just talked about. That's a really good one. Two, MK677. That's another one, ibutamoren. This is going to make you really hungry, though, so just make sure you got all your food set and you're properly prepared. Third, after that, CJC with ipamorelin. That's another good one. Hercules Potion, obviously, this is going to help you do more endurance as far as training, help the muscle pumps, recovery and all that. So that's going to help build lean muscle mass too as well. And be able to work out longer. Let's talk about that and really focus in on that. When we're able to work out longer than we usually do, or do more sets, or higher weight for long extended periods of time, you're going to start getting better results. What you put in is ultimately what you're going to get out. If you put in half-ass effort, you're going to get half-ass results. If you're putting maximum effort in and you'll be able to build up and progress in that effort, you're going to get better all the way across the board, right? Stamina, endurance, lean muscle mass, all these things are going to come into play. So, with that, I would definitely, recommend possibly one of those other therapies to mix with your HRT or TRT therapies, and it should give you maximum results or way better results than what you're getting right now.
Got another one for you from 10 Position.
Sure.
Yo, I think Clomid is driving me crazy. Any experience?
Yes. So, all right. So when we talk about Clomid, clomiphene, right? There's also enclomiphene. So there's two different ones. Same family, different polymers, right? Different the way the molecular structures break down. But when we talk about Clomid, so Clomid was the first one as far as it was out there. Now Clomid is something that can help with fertility. It'll also help with LH and FSH as far as in the brain, kicking on the follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone. And with this, it raises testosterone levels. It puts a signal down to the testicles, ignites the testicles back up. The testicles start producing more semen and producing more testosterone. Now, common side effect, clomiphene. Clomiphene by itself can definitely cause depression or dark thoughts, right? And me, it's just funny you asked this question. I have had a personal experience with clomiphene. So with all these therapies that we have at Titan Medical Center, I am literally zero patient. I'm patient zero, right? I am the rat here. So at that point, everything that's here therapy-wise since day one, I've literally ran myself. Unless it's a girl therapy and then Charisse has ran it, I ran all the other therapies just to see, hey, listen, how is this affecting me? How is this going to affect possible patients in the future? Because not everybody's the same. So my experience might be a different experience than what you're experiencing, but for the masses out there, what's the general experience that they're going to get? So I can talk about it, from my own standpoint, not just from a textbook standard, right? And say, oh, well, it says side effects are this, this, and this. But really, what's the breakdown and how is it really affecting people? So to your answer, or to your question, the answer. So yes, it definitely can do these deep, dark thoughts, suicidal thoughts, have you thinking out of your mind, right? You're like, I've never thought about this before. This could definitely be a situation where that's happening to you. Now, in clomiphene, so that's one that we use, or we could use for gonadal support with patients. We use a couple different extra other ones too. It just depends on the patient. But in clomiphene, you shouldn't have any issues with that. I take in clomiphene right now at 50 milligrams per day. No problems there. No deep, dark thoughts. No suicidal thoughts. And I didn't have suicidal thoughts before, but I did have different thoughts, right? It was like dark. It was like things I'd never thought about before. And I was like, this is not me, man. I even told Charisse, I'm having a really bad experience with clomiphene, man. So I've tried it twice, and both times the exact same thing. So I'm like, I'm never taking this drug again, right? I know with my experience with it. Now, there's some people out there that take it, no problems. The other thing, clomiphene. So clomiphene does raise testosterone levels, right? And it will create more semen production. Now, the testosterone levels as far as the number, total, and free should go up. Now, with that, most people that get the jump in the numbers usually don't get the symptom relief. So their numbers look right on paper, but the symptoms and stuff, like, it doesn't add up. Like, they don't feel better. So to me, it's a loss all the way through and through. That's why we usually don't prescribe it for patients unless it's fertility or something like that. But in clomiphene is what we usually go with anyway. And to me, in my opinion, far superior than clomiphene by itself.
So your dad's watching. The gentleman who asked about muscle building and TRT said,
yeah.
Thanks, current patient of yours. I'll be calling you. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Oh, awesome. I appreciate you tuning in. And any questions you have, please shoot them at me. That's what we're here. I want to talk about these things with you guys. Answer the questions that you guys have out there, because there's a lot of questions out there. And at that point, like, who do you really go to? You go on the online and you see a million different things and you don't know which one's credible, which one's not. At least I can tell you from our experience here at Titan Medical Center. And that's a big thing, right? When we talk about experience really does count, right? So when you're going to somebody that you need a job done or a service done or you want to get a procedure done or whatever it is, you want to go with somebody that has experience. Somebody's been doing this a long time, right? And has went pretty much over all these different therapies and all these different things. Anyway, so when you look at experience, we've been doing this 10 plus years, right? And we've got tens of thousands of patients out there, or have. So most of our patients have definitely had great experiences. I would say 98%. And there might be 2% out there just didn't work. But that is what it is. But most patients out there have great experiences and talk about Titan Medical Center, even leave us reviews. And I think that counts too as well. You want to go with somebody that really has the experience, has a proven track record, right? Has a lot of people and a lot of results to show. And that way you can say, listen, I feel comfortable, right? I'm going to go and trust the process and go along with what they say and do. And I'll get the results, hopefully, that these other people got. And that's what we do. You know, and there's a lot of people out there that, you know, these other places are popping up, or weight loss, or even doctors are trying to add revenue to their practice, which I totally understand. They have no idea what the hell they're doing. And they just prescribe some of these different things. Or worse off, they let the patient tell them what they want and what they need, and then they just prescribe it over to them, which is not taking your health in consideration. You're not monitored properly, and they really don't give you any education, or don't have any education about what these drugs are going to do to you, or don't give you the possible side effects or the possible pros and cons, right? So this is something to look at where experience counts. So Titan Medical Center has some superior experience to mostly everybody in this industry. And the best thing I can do is, track record wise, you'll look at all the reviews. Plus, you can even look back at our social media, especially Facebook. That was started way before Instagram. And our Instagram is pretty big as far as that. It's been on there a long time, but you know, you can go back and see all the videos from back then and all the therapies we were pushing back then, and see kind of what it was. So it's really, really cool to see. All right. So many shady sites and practitioners looking to cash in. Same dose for all, which is super frightening. So yeah, Christian knocked that right in the head. So you have a lot of places out there. It's just cookie cutter across the board. Everybody, you get the same dose. You get the same stuff. You get the same stuff. Everybody across the board gets the same stuff. And I don't even know where that fits in, right? That's not how it's supposed to be practiced. Everybody should be getting a personalized regimen. Now, some people might get the exact same doses across the board. Yeah, that might happen. And some dosages can be prescribed to masses to a certain extent, but you really want to look at the patients and look at what's going on. And most patients are not the exact same. There are a good amount that are, but then you have the rest of them that are totally off, and you need to do different things. And for like, let's talk about testosterone. Some people, health history, family history, taking consideration, their age, everything that goes in there, right? Some people might get a lower dose of testosterone at one age. And the same age group, there's somebody who might get a higher dose of testosterone. There might be getting some people that have lower dose of anastrozole or estrogen blockers, and some that have higher doses. Even the clomiphene that we're talking about. Some are lower doses, some are higher doses and such. Some take different medications like ACGs, kisspeptin, or gonadorelin, right? So, you know, we got to look at all these different things that are there. And it's really important that you guys take your health as priority, right? And some people just look at the price like, oh, I just want it. But listen, you're really cheating yourself and putting yourself in more jeopardy possibly. So just look at that, right? Love the handle Swollners. Justin Caviar in the house. What's up, bro? I hope all is well. I ain't seen you in a minute. Oh, Rushton, Pradish, Isaiah, what's going on? Take it as 8. What's going on? F. Cruz, Tactical Pancake, Wessam, Jessen, Iron Bond Couple, Warner Limo, what's going on? Cam, the Medicine Man, Primal Beast. All you guys. I appreciate you guys joining in. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get into the first subject of the day. And I thought this was really funny when I came across it. What weight loss doctor says is healthy at fast food restaurants? So you have this weight loss doctor that starts talking about how fast food, you can definitely pick some healthier options on the menu. Now, I looked over this article and just to me, right, this is my opinion, but fast food, all of it is going to be unhealthy for you. I don't care what he says or whatever is going on in this article. He's got some good points about what you should prioritize and maybe what you should do if you're going to eat fast foods. And I think maybe that's how they should have spun the article. So basically what this doctor is saying is, you know, before you get to the fast food line, you should really look at the menu and decide what you're going to get. The reason is when you get to the menu and you start looking at all the different beautiful things on that menu that make you so hungry or sweet tooth or whatever it is, that you might change what you're going to order at that point in time. And that's true. That's very true. A lot of people make impulsive buys. They don't think about buying something, but when they see it, they really want it that bad. They impulsively buy it and grab it, right? So when we talk about this, he says you should look at the menu beforehand so you know exactly what you're going to get before you get there, right? The other thing is prioritize lean protein. Now, I think this is a good fact. You should prioritize lean protein in any situation or scenario out there. What he was talking about here was, instead of fried foods, you should be looking for grilled. So, like, instead of fried chicken, because it has a lot of fat and all the other stuff, you want grilled chicken because it's going to be a more healthier option. Now, like I said, I don't know how healthy of an option is from fast food, even if it's grilled, okay? But that might be the most or the least lesser of the evils when you come to fast food, if you're getting a grilled chicken sandwich per se. The other thing is leave the sauces on the side. So, when you have grilled chicken, if you put a whole bunch of mayo on it and stuff like that, it's probably not going to be as healthy for you. And you're getting some things in there that are going to be bad for you. And that's going to be unhealthy. And you don't want that. The other thing is a lot of people order salads. And that's great, right? But when you start looking at the salad dressings, and that's what they pour on there, that's when you're starting to get on the unhealthy side. And you really need to look at this so you're not overindulging as far as that goes on the dressing. It's okay, I guess, to get a little bit for lubrication, a little taste here or there. I eat salads plain, so I'm just a lettuce. I'm like a rabbit if I eat salads, right? But some people, I used to be Caesar salads. I used to eat Caesar salads like one on style, but obviously that's not too good for me, right? So maybe once in a while I have one, but otherwise I'm just eating the leaves and whatever's in there as far as that goes. That's green, okay? The next thing, save half your meal for later. So his point on this was when you go to fast food places, the proportion sizes are a lot bigger than normal. And if you eat this whole proportion size, this could cause overeating. And you're indulging in overeating, which is going to cause more calories to be in the body, which could be more stored fat, right? And you don't want that either. So if you bring a buddy or a girl or whatever it is, you can share these meals is what he's saying. And at that point, you're not getting as many calories. The other thing off of that, right, is ordering on the kids menu. Now, I've said this to you guys plenty of times because, I've done segments and stuff like that where, what do you do if you're at work all day and you didn't pack your meals, you didn't prep meals? What are you going to do? And to my point, I said, listen, order off Uber Eats, Grubhub, whatever, your delivery services, and look at the kids menu at some of the major restaurants, not fast food restaurants, but regular, sit-down restaurants like Applebee's, Chili's, whatever it is. Look at the kids menu. So the kids menu are usually a lot less in calories. The proportion size are a lot less too as well. And they're usually more healthier for you because they're more plain than anything else you're going to get on the menu. This is a way to definitely get the meals that you want in. Calorie counts there and, plain and such. So definitely look at the kids menus. Order a la carte so you're not getting fries or these sides, and skip the soda. Even diet sodas have adverse health side effects, or possibly can. There's definitely a ton of clinical research on both sides as far as sugar substitutes being unhealthy for you. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. Drink water, all right? If you need to add a little bit of Gatorade, take a couple sips of Gatorade. Don't drink the whole bottle because there's a lot of sugar in Gatorade too. And I love Gatorade, right? And for me, I'm just like, man, I can't drink all this sugar. But I will drink maybe a couple sips just to get a little flavor, a little taste through the day. But then it's back to water. Your body needs water. It flushes out toxins in the body. It helps you perform better all the way around. It makes you healthier. Your skin's better. Drink water. I promise you guys will love it. Once you start drinking it for over a week or two, you'll get very used to it. And at that point, you'll crave it. I promise. 5 healthy fast food orders, according to this doctor, which I don't really recommend, but this is what it is. Chick-fil-A's Kale Crunch Salad. You're really getting your vegetables, healthy nuts, and a grilled lean chicken. Chipotle's High Protein Bowl. It's around 816 calories, so that's a great opportunity to divide that in half, and you get 2 meals out of it. So that could be another way to go. Great source of protein, iron, and fiber in Wendy's Small Chili. I don't know about that. It says it's low in fat and sugar. I haven't seen the contents of that, and I don't know what all the ingredients are in it. So we got to look at that too. That's one thing I don't really jive with this doctor. We need to break down ingredients and what's really in these things. Popeye's regular beans and rice. No sugar, 8 grams of protein, and they all have green beans and corn on the cob. So it could have some vegetable options. Okay. Taco Bell's chicken taco fresco style. Eliminates the cheese and sour cream and substitutes tomatoes. I don't eat Taco Bell, so I have no idea what that tastes like or what that looks like. Eating fast food usually is not the healthiest option. He says this right clear and blatantly. But if you do find yourself in a drive-thru, don't belittle yourself for it. We all slip up and eat the wrong foods or a little too much sometimes. So with that, really try to pick what day you're going to eat your cheat meal. Make a cheat meal for yourself. One cheat meal. Not a cheat day, not a cheat week. Make it one meal, right? And set that in stone when you want to have that meal. Whether it's Sunday or Saturday or whatever, Friday night, you want to have a couple drinks. That's your time to do it. But then get back on track. Stay on track. Your goal is to do consistent things majority of the time that are healthy, right? And then at that small percentage of times when you're doing unhealthy things, whether it's drinking alcohol or you're eating unhealthy foods or ice cream or whatever it is, it's not going to affect you as bad, and you're going to be fine in getting onto your health goals and physical goals that you want to do. So at that point, this is just some information from me to you guys on what this doctor said, because I thought it was funny because fast food is not healthy, right? So even to say this is kind of misleading, but there are some different options out there for you guys, from delivery takeouts like Uber Eats, Grubhub and such, where you can order from a real restaurant and maybe get, let's say, grilled chicken, real good grilled chicken, instead of fast food grilled chicken, right? All right, so let's get on to the next subject here. Whew, good luck returning your unwanted clothes and electronics. So I thought this was relevant because November's here. That means the holidays are here. That means Christmas is coming real quick, right? And what happens at Christmas? We all get gifts. We want to get gifts, so hopefully. Or we're giving gifts, right? And that's what it's all about, giving, not receiving. But when we give gifts out, we usually buy these from stores, whether it's online from Amazon or you go to a retailer, whatever it may be. So in 2020, we got hit with 19, right? And 19 changed the game for retailers out there because nobody could go in shops. Everything was closed. Everything was online. So businesses, to be able to make revenue, and two, be able to supply customers the products they needed, all went online pretty much. And they would do shipping and free shipping for, whatever you ordered, right? To make it easier for somebody to get it back to them, to feel comfortable placing the order. But at this point, this is all gone. 2 years later, now retailers are saying, we're not doing free shipping, right? We're going to charge you a shipping cost. Some retailers, not all, but some retailers, we're going to charge you a stocking fee to send these items back. And some of the places have lowered their days for returns. So, for instance, the Gap was 60 days. It's now 30 days. There's other retailers out there with 90 days to 30 days. Most of them are 30 days. Now, some of the retailers have opened up a little bit because of the holidays. They know people buy gifts early, and they know the return might not happen until after the holidays. So they have extended some of these different things as far as that goes. But there's a lot of retailers that have not done this, right? And, a lot of people, what they were doing is they would order 20 different outfits and 5 different colors of each of the 20 outfits and try them on at home, see which one they liked, and then send everything back. Well, now it's going to be a lot bigger issue to do this, and you're going to have to make sure you get it back in time. Another one that it really brings up to mind, just experience from me, when I first moved down here, I was personal training at the YMCA going to college. And there was a new mall that was opening here. If you guys are from Tampa, you guys know what it is. International Mall. So I came down here in the year of 2000. 2001, 2002, right in there. International Mall opened. And I applied for a job at International. It was at Nordstrom's. And, I went through everything and all that. And I went through the training and stuff like that. And I just decided, this wasn't going to be the job for me, right? I wanted to go do something else in fitness. So at that point, I did get to go over their return policies, right? Because I went over all their policies, procedures, everything leading up to the day of opening. I was like, I'm just not going to do this. But their return policy at Nordstrom's back then was, we take anything back. So let me give you an example. And this is the example they gave me. Somebody buys a pair of shoes from us, okay? They've had these shoes for 3 years, worn these shoes every single day. They decide they want to return these shoes. we are gladly going to accept it back. I don't know any business that did that back then, right? I know like Bloomingdale's in New York, like there was a couple really high-end retailers that would accept almost anything back. Now that policy is out the door. You got 30 days to bring it back. You better have your receipt in hand. And now places, if you don't have the receipt, they're going to just give you store credit. They're not even going to give you a refund back on the things. So you got to make sure you save your receipts or have those receipts handy so you guys can return some of these different items. Because listen, you're going to buy some stuff that you might not like when you get it in person. Other places online have started being better as far as the descriptions and the product pictures, so people really know what they're getting into when they buy it. So at this point, if you guys are buying things right now for Christmas, for loved ones, or gifts, or whatever it is, just be conscientious of the return policies and know the return policies so you're within the boundaries to return it, or the person you give the gift to can return it without getting any grief from the store. Okay? So that's just it. Really crazy out there. All right, so let's talk about this Sunday, Festival of Speed at Ritz-Carlton, Orlando. If there's anybody that wants to go to Ritz-Carlton in Orlando, the Festival of Speed, this Sunday, you guys are on this live, or you guys see this live maybe in the recast. If you contact us immediately, I'll have some tickets free for you guys to come out. I only have a limited number, so it's, it comes and goes. So whoever gets in contact with me first gets the tickets, and whoever doesn't, I'm sorry. But we got free tickets to Festival of Speed, so you guys can come out there and hang out. It's on the Ritz-Carlton property, beautiful property, stunning, exotic cars out there. It's crazy. We're going to be out there. So please, if you guys are going to come out to Orlando or in the area, please let me know. I'll give you guys a ticket. I'll email it to you guys. All right, so the poll question. What have you tried for losing weight to keep lean muscle or get more energy? 11% said over-the-counter supplements. 11% said energy drinks. 19% said working out regularly. 27%, what else is there? 32%, I don't use anything. All right, let's talk about this. So what have you tried for losing weight and keeping lean muscle mass or getting more energy? So over-the-counter supplements, okay? So this can mean like what? Creatine, protein. Like this can mean a lot of different things, right? And some of these things can definitely help. Like creatine has been studied, I don't know for how long. So creatine is one thing I can get behind that's over-the-counter that really does work, right? Obviously, protein works too as well. The next one, energy drinks. So the energy drinks might help you lose weight and might give you more energy, but I don't know about keeping lean muscle mass. If you're speeding up and you're getting a lot of sugar, this could cause weight gain, right? And if you're not working out, then I don't know how you're going to gain lean muscle mass or even keep it. The next one, 19% said work out regularly. I think there's a thumbs up for this one. This really does handle all three of these. Lose weight, keep muscle mass, even building muscle mass, and getting more energy. When you work out, you do get energy. You feel better. You get those endorphins kicking after a workout, man, you're ready. You're pumped. You're ready to go. So I think that's a really good one. Now, for us, IGF-1 hits all three of these too. So you're going to lose weight, boost the metabolism up, keep lean muscle mass, and even add more probably, and then help out with energy too as well, right? So IGF-1's a good one like this. ECAs are good for losing weight, more energy. Semaglutide obviously is a killer here. Lose weight, and that should help you with more energy too as well. But keeping lean muscle mass and losing weight with more energy, IGF-1 LR3 is probably going to be the way to go. 2022 Titan events. We only got a couple left. So we got Ritz-Carlton this Sunday. We've got 12-3 Cars and Couture. So that's going to be awesome. That's going to be in Odessa. Or not Odessa. It's going to be in...
The Cars and Couture, that is going to be... We've got a new flyer, by the way, for that one.
Yeah, I just seen it. Man, I'm sorry. Oldsmar. Oldsmar is what it's going to be. A mansion in Oldsmar. 12/15 and 12/18, Olympia in Las Vegas. Getting all that set right now. It's going to be a huge event for us. A lot of giveaways, different clothing lines, all different kind of good stuff we're going to be bringing with us to Olympia. So hopefully we'll see you guys out at one of these events. Come up, say hi, take a picture, ask me a question, whatever it is. I can't wait to see you guys or even interact with you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining me with another Titan Talk Tuesday here on the Titan Medical Center page. Hopefully next Tuesday will be 6 p.m. I'll let you guys know if there's any problems there, but I don't think there will be. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. If you guys have any questions and concerns, please shout it out to me right now. I'll be happy to answer it for you. If not, I'm going to let you guys go. So, do we have any more questions, Art?
Somebody said K kept low key. says you look beautiful, bro.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate all you guys joining in, interacting with me. Thanks, Christian. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you guys so much. Next Tuesday, I'll bring an even better show. Titan Lifestyle with me and Big Drew will be this Friday. We're going to get some good topics, too, as well. We hope you guys will like them. We'll see you guys next Tuesday, though, for Titan Talk Tuesday with me, John, CEO of Titan Medical Center. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys.